So, good evening guys. Welcome back to a brand new season on a brand new game. OTL is back in business. I am joined this week as always with Jensen. Only for a little while as Jensen moves on to bigger and faster things. But he's here for the start, so we will make the most of what we have ahead. We have some new drivers, and some old faces, and some other drivers moved on. Our last season champion and Nelly moves on to OTL Elite or Wednesday Night Racing. Mike, Rage, they stay here to fight on. SPW Matoman maybe wants to watch. And also Mikey unfortunately can't make the first race of the season. But we're back. We're ready. Let's see how it goes. How are we, Jensen?
Yeah, good. I mean, of course, like you said, I'm only going to be here for 2 races, I think, as I've got other plans in mind for me on this game. But I mean, still be good to see out these next 2. Maybe back.
Of course, and people can still tune in and watch in a Wednesday night, so they don't lose you forever.
Yeah. I mean, I might be back as well when my season ends in what I am doing.
This is very true.
Yeah.
But that is future. Let's talk about the now. So, new drivers, Jay Meanwright, I think he joined the tail end of last season. OTL Dixie, I'm not saying the second bit because he's a petulant child. That is Doofy, so he's staying Doofy. I am not saying that name. Good evening, Connor. He says it's more than the bias. He's very much a cock. 16 on the grid for the first race of the season. It's good to see. Couple of reserves in, and of course, new team in the grid. Is that right? Aston Martin.
Teams.
Yes, Aston Martin and
2 rebrands.
Yes, and no more Renault. Hello Alpine. So Serge Impelli takes up the Aston Martin seats, and SPW and Matoman take up the Alpine seats.
Yep.
Don't be sorry, Umbra. We always say health first. Racing is just a hobby. We will look forward to seeing you in the car next week and see what you can do. So, it's been that long I forgot about spectator menus. Let's get some telemetry up on the board. How do I get rid of that? There we go.
I will not put the telemetry with like the RPM miles per hour because I mean on this game broadcast settings it looks weird really, because by default those telemetry settings are placed in the middle of the screen instead of the side.
Yeah, that is quite weird. I wonder if I can move them though quickly.
I don't think you can, like, because I've moved it to my own camera settings, but it's
I see.
Still in the middle for me.
Well, we will just disable it. It is what it is. There is not much we can do, so let's get to broadcast view. Game looking much cleaner, or let's go to full track map. I like to have the full track map in the corner, that's always a Brucey bonus. So we have, I think it could be Matoman, one of our lead guys. No. It's SPW, I think.
Mercedes, I think. Or Ranger. Who we start the lap first.
Colours, Alpine and Mercedes are very similar on the board.
Like you said clean new game, but these games they don't always go clean without their issues. I think we've had quite a few issues so far, but they should get fixed through the season, hopefully by Codemasters and such.
NTXJ said, let's go, looking forward to the new season. Yes, as am I. I'm looking forward to getting a bit more active in the car this game, early doors of the season as well, so I'm looking forward to going driving, trying to do battle with the guys. So Jensen on board with Ranger, and he's touched the curb and dropped the car. He's in the wall. I don't know if that's a retirement. I think he's able to pull away there. He's kept it flush. Simulation damage settings as well.
That is a big thing to talk about as well, Chris, the damage model as well. Just
yes.
remember that.
So yes,
Yeah.
drivers will be punished more for the on-side contact. You're not going to get away with it as much as you'll be able to used to. So if you want to squeeze somebody over in the track, you need to make sure that their wheel ain't hitting your side pod or barge boards, because you're going to pick up damage and it's going to cost you lap time.
Or in the back. That could damage
So let's
also.
go. Is this Mike? I think Mike is on a lap here. I think he's going to be one of our first men to bank a time. He is.
Yep.
So let's see, Mike, the pace setter in the 24s. Where is it going to be? No, 25, low side of 25. I think he will drop into the 24s as the session goes on. That's solid enough banker from Mike on the soft compound tyre. URL next slot's in a 27 flat, 0 on a 26, 0 on the mediums.
That's a really good lap from Zero there. Mitch has hit the wall at turn 7. So I've seen this in quite a few leagues actually. Pre-season test races, a lot of people struggle through turn 7 on this game. The curb is more lethal than ever before. So
yes, I think the game in general is claiming a lot more retirements as a whole. I don't know whether that's maybe just drivers still needing to fully settle into the full mechanics of driving in the game, or the game is just a little bit... I do feel like the cars are a little bit more vicious this year. You do feel like you spend a lot more time on the edge in this car compared to last year. And mistakes do get punished very quickly.
And the curbs as well, they've become very sensitive for the cars as well.
Can you send Laser an invite, please?
Is it TTG Laser?
No, Laser Lord 358.
Okay. I've got him.
Laser, did you okay that we add him, yeah? So where is Mr. Rage? He's another one to watch on his medium compound tyre. Coming into sector 1.
Look at Pelly's lap time on the mediums as well, Chris. He put in at 26.2. And now up goes P1. Takes the top spot off Mike. And he's been really showing his mettle in the pre-season test races, or fun races, you should call it, for OTL. And yeah, that just goes to show that he ain't out of this.
Yes. I seem to have some weird audio bugs.
I think that still remains, yeah. A lot of audio bugs where the engine sound goes. If you're driving, you can have a glitch where you're like driving, it sounds like you're driving through a tunnel, and you can just hear other cars instead of your own, which is...
Mr. Race was a 28.3, so I don't know if that was a full push lap, but maybe pushing this lap around.
Yeah, it must be, didn't use any energy that.
Alpine is a good looking car in the night time. I do like it.
I can't agree more with that statement, so.
Yes, it's a very, very nice blue.
Tell you what else looks like a nice livery in the night, the Mercedes.
Yes, I don't like to say that because Mercedes boo, but yes, I do like it. Mataman taking a lot of curb there on, I can't even remember, turn 10 maybe? 12?
And Jane 6 just started a lap, I think.
So can Matoman get himself inside the top 10 on the medium compound? I think he might be close, yeah. P7 26.9 on the medium compound. I think he'll be reasonably happy with that first lap.
9/10 off the Bahrain merchant that is Super Zero. So I think he will be happy with that lap time, Matoman.
Ranger, I think, is eventually going to get a lap banked after his incident early doors on his first run. We'll see where he can slot himself. With the thing, Ranger will probably be in the top 10 in the soft compound as well. I think most of the guys are vying to get themselves into the top 10. I'm interested in how close the grid is, and Ranger goes P3, 25.7. I say top 10, and they went to second row.
Half a second off the leaders, Chris. Ranger, of course, he found the pace at the end of last season on F1 2020, but on this game he's seemed to retain that pace, and now he's P3. So that lap.
Dixie coming around the last corner, or Duffy formerly known as, I think he's going to be somewhere 27s.
Yeah, it might be P13, and he is P13, 27.6. But I think he's going another run, Chris, because, yeah, the new fuel settings on this game, you cannot change your mode after
on that bit of invalidation there, he straddled the curb too much in the exit of 2. That will be lap over. Let's go with on board with SPW for a lap of the circuit. And we'll just stay quiet.
SPW on the wheel as well for this game.
Yes.
And the most recent winner in OTL as well, SPW, well, in the standard OTL tier anyway. But as he comes through sector 1, Chris, it's a 27.8. He's 1.1 off. He's 1.1 up on that time already, which already places him up. Should place him up at least above P9. And CPI Zayluga's pole 24. The first driver in the 24s, Chris.
Interesting. Where is Mike on the circuit? Mike actually might be ahead of. He is. Mike is ahead of SPW on track, coming up into the last couple of corners.
100th up. He's got to get this right. He got really nice turn 14. Down into the final corner is a very tricky way to open and close the lap. Don't take too much to the curb. Try and keep wide on the exit, and it's going to be a high 25. It's only a 10th improvement, but it's good for Mike because he jumps ahead of now.
The soft time's starting to come in now. Look, we've seen Kristaps, SPW launch themselves up into the top 6 as well. Pelly now in that medium lap, not looking so good, down in P8. He is on the soft compound tyre though, in the guts of sector 2, looking to improve.
So SPW got a 26.1, unless you already said that, but I mean, yeah, he jumps up to P6, and we're in
there was a spinning car there. I think that maybe be Laser Lord. I think that's our only Alfa Romeo on track.
He's lost
I think
his wing.
He's had a bit of a moment, yep. Pelly round the last corner. What can he improve to in his soft compound? He'll probably look for somewhere in that top 4. Can he get it? He goes P3, 25.1 for Pelly.
It's good pace.
And it's starting to look very compressed between that top 4, only a couple of tenths splitting.
And now he improves. He jumps ahead of Pelly, but he does not beat Mike on the second run as he
look how close that is between them two. 1/13 hundredths of a second split between P2 and P3, and 1/10 essentially between P1 and P3. So, yeah, thousands, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and let's just see who else is on the lap. JNTX has just started on the mediums. Nick coming to close his lap. He's 5 tenths up, and he's lost the back end. That was he was on a really good lap as well. 4.5 in the middle sector on the medium tyres. Would have put him up to P9, I think, if he did close that lap. But that'll be that one over. And hopefully he didn't pick up any floor damage. So that'll be a bit.
Oh yes, of course.
Unless
not to lose some wing there as well.
Fixes. I don't know if it automatically fixes in the pits to floor damage or.
Don't think it does. But no, it doesn't.
So yeah.
You're stuck with it for the session.
So any damage there, that could be a big.
JNTX now. on what is essentially the back straight of the circuit, I guess you could call it that. Well, that McLaren and a Ferrari going round very close together. I think that's Skarma and Mitch. So JN is he going to be up? Oh, he's well down, so I think that's an outlap.
Yeah, he's got plenty of fuel, he's got 100% energy, he's ready to go for one more.
So we got Kristaps, he is a little
He's
up.
got a good set to one. Kristaps looking very fast around Bahrain with a 27.4 set to 1, which is matching the leaders. So let's see what he does middle set to Chris.
Could the man have found himself some pace?
Up.
He's a 10th up, so he's lost some time in that. But he gets away with it.
Lucky.
I think that will probably give up the 10th gain he had though.
Yeah, unless he could carry it going through the final corner. It looked pretty decent. Here we go. He just jumps out of his teammate.
So who else do we have? Ranger on a lap? Yes, he is.
Most recent start lap, and got the house of Jamie and Wright, who he's in the practice. It seemed he was right up there on the pace, so we may not have seen the best of him. But I think Ranger at the moment the one to focus on those softs. If he could beat his teammate again and take back
he's
that
looking
P5.
much neater than his last time lap that we've seen, so it'll be interesting to see how he hooks up the last few corners on the lap, gents, and we'll see the split as it comes up, as he comes.
His teammate as well, both Mercedes, like Kristaps is on a new flying lap as
Ranger
well.
a 10th and a
Ranger,
half up,
wow.
so he is going to jump his teammate, but can he threaten Pelly? It's a big ask to find half a second in a sector. But he may just
Kristaps
jump his
Well.
teammate. Oh, it's
Kristaps, oh, he's lost the back end. Kristaps in the wall. Oh, that's a big crash.
To that one. Oh, we'll follow Ranger across the line. He is going to improve. He does jump his teammate, goes to 25.5. I think he's looking good to take P5 today. Depends what time Skarma's got in the pocket. SPW as well. He's one to watch. Rage. I think Rage has not done a soft tyre run yet. Oh, and SPW does not want to touch that curb too much. That will put you in the wall very quickly.
Look at these qualifying inter-team battles.
On Jamie right through the last corner, right, he was 1.9 seconds up. He had a big snap oversteer though coming out the last corner. That's going to cost him time to the line though. He gets himself into P3 and look at the split between second, third and fourth. What is going on there?
That is really, that's insane. Mike might be...
And I tell you something, Jensen, Jamie's right moment through the last corner there, I reckon that easily cost him a 10th, maybe even 2. He could have took pole there.
Yeah, and he's backed off. I don't think he's going to have any time to come back again. That's his qualifying done, but I think he saved the best for last in that qualifying session. And
for sure, SPW trying to improve. He gets up to P8 and that'll be his session over. We've got Skarma half a 10th up though, further behind. Mr. Rage in his soft, yes, he's looking to, it's going to be a high 25, only a 25.6 for Mr. Rage.
Mr. Rage, he showed better pace than that though, in some of the other races.
Yeah,
so he got into 24s, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he's had one of his better laps in the session
it wasn't
today.
Great for him there.
Interesting to see where he comes through from though. Whereas Skarma 3/10 up round in the last couple of corners. Skarma can maybe get himself, he can find another couple of tenths. Skarma can maybe get himself into P6 here. Starting himself just behind the kind of top 5. Top 5 split by 0.2 of a second. Can Skarma get himself up in that little gap there between P5 and P6? He only goes to P8.
He's got very close to Mr. Asia.
But Matoman goes there. Matoman takes a 25.4 and slots himself into P6, and you're now next went there behind. Now next to P6. What is going on? I'm missing the laps. Who else do we have? Mr. Rage's down.
SPW is charging up for one more go, I think. Or no, he might not be enough time. Is CPR 0 improves him. Laser, what a lap! What a lap that was! Did not see that coming. Wow. And that is Laser on pole by a barnstorming amount of time.
Let's see Zero's splitting sector 1. Is he up? Can he threaten it back? Can he find any? He's got a 10th in the pocket, but he needs more through the last, or the middle and last sector. He's got some traffic up ahead. We'll be hoping JNTEX gets well out the way. We've got Mike in a lap as well, not far ahead. He has a big snap oversteer as he opens the DRS on. He's going to get a bit of toe in the back straight. Mataman doing favours for Mike as he comes down into the tail end of sector 2. Let's get back on board with Zero. What time has he got? Does he have anything in the pocket? We're not going to see a split from Zero, so we'll just stay with Mike. He's going to be the first of our front runners, I think, to cross the line. He's only a 10th up. He needs more. He needs more time. Can he maybe dislodge Zero from P2? Can he get himself ahead on that first row off the grid? I think it's going to be close here.
Oh, here we go, here comes Mike.
And he doesn't get it, and Zero's dropped his lap as well. He's backed out it, he's letting traffic through. So I think that's going to be it. Do we have anybody else on a lap? We do Chris. Not.
Laser on pole position with, that is a OTL Elite pace lap. Don't know what he's doing in here.
Yes, that was...
This guy is way too fast for that.
Yes. But, if you take Laser Lord out of that, we have a 7/10 gap between the top 10 there, which is pretty damn good.
Yarham has asked for an invite.
Yarham may need to be very, very quick. He's got 1 minute to get in the session.
Yeah, I've just sent him one out. Just wait. Well, Nick is just coasting at the moment, so that might be a big save for Yarham there. To possibly take a seat tonight.
Thank you guys all for joining in the stream tonight. It's a pleasure to have you on. If you haven't already, please drop a like on the stream. If you haven't already, sub to the channel as well, greatly appreciated. Trying to do things a little differently here. Yes?
There's no more 5-minute break in OTL, I'm pretty sure, so
straight in.
No more. Yeah.
Laser Lord, it doesn't matter, because that time you actually banked only solidifies you never ever driving on a Monday night again.
Yeah. That is pretty much it.
I don't mean to sound so obtuse about it, but, you know. Brock says, Laser, are you using ABS? Maybe?
I'm pretty sure Laser's no assist, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
He's on the controller, but he is no assist, if I'm allowed sure about it. But he takes pole by 3 tenths over Zero. Zero has shown pace on one lap around Bahrain, but he's more of a race driver around here, more of an equality driver. To my knowledge anyway, for a few races. Oh, is he? Oh, Laser is using ABS then. So that is... Well, that's that then, but... Anyways, Chris will be back with us shortly. But we're going to be getting straight into this. No breaks, I think. Or whoever readies up first, I guess. Quick question, Laser, because I'm pretty sure you used to run no assist. Or at least no ABS anyway before. But... I don't know, I may be wrong. But, yeah. Got 15 seconds until the drivers get on the formation lap. But anyways, I don't know where Chris is now. He's got to come back.
I'm here.
Where is he? There he is.
I was counting.
I've just
Having
been
some
talking, I
chocolate.
guess. Nice.
Sorry. Yes.
Oh, and here's a cool glitch. So get on board with Laser. He has no helmet on his car. He has no helmet on his driver. He's going full on Mark Webber here.
Oh yeah. A helmetless driver, so that's going to be 10 penalty points for Laser for wearing no helmet and 5 penalty points for being too quick.
Yeah, 15 penalty points, that is a
in a race
ban.
that he's going to score nothing, so he's going to start on minus 15. He's doing well.
What a guy. Going without the helmet.
Oh, helmet talk never goes well in a bunch of guys.
Oh, this game's brilliant.
So good luck to all. Yes, Umbra says it too. Very, very good luck to all. Keep it clean. Remember, this is fully functional league racing now. No more messing, no more silliness. It's business time. Let's be clean, let's be fair, and best of all, let's have some fun. Jensen, since you're not here for long, would you like to do the first lights out of the season?
I did the first lights out of the season last season.
Okay.
I did the most recent one, so I'm gonna hand the honours to you anyway, since I'm not gonna be full time this season.
So, two guys DQ'd, Nick and Mataman. Let's hope that causes no disturbances down into turn 1. As the
And Johan
guys
as well.
round at
Johan
the final corner. Oh,
Johan didn't get to get a seat
yeah,
for the race, so that is unfortunate for him, yeah. But anyways, they're all gone.
So I hope no flies hit Laser in the eye, or it's going to be quite an uncomfortable evening. But for the rest, they are safe with their helmets. So let's get rid of that. We don't need it. Oh, let's keep it on position changes for the first. Let's go to our back man as Mitch slots into his spot and he pulls in. That's him, so we should get some lights on any moment now for the first race of OTL Season 3. We've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5. And it's lights out, and it seemed to be a really good start from the second row. The Gid Mike's got an absolute enormous start. He's got the jumping zero straight away, and he's going to be alongside Laserlord. Mike holds the racing line into turn 1. Laserlord's going to break a bit deeper. Zero got the inside line. There's going to get a lot of squeezing going over. Laser gets pushed over wide. Mike gets the inside line up to P2, and Zero scampers away. So Laserlord loses out the most in turn 1. He seemed to just get bogged down off the start. Jensen Mike got an absolute lightning start, and him and Zero just took each side.
Yeah, it seems that everyone's got a very, very clean getaway, but yeah, the Red Bulls played that beautifully, taking both sides of the track. Zero right on the inside, absolutely leaving no optimal line for Laser, and he's being put under pressure by Naywop here as well. So, not the great start as Laser wanted, but he can still come back from this, but at the moment, Red Bull in control at lap 1.
Yeah, so further back in the grid we've had Kristaps and Ranger. Kristaps game 4, Ranger up a couple. Nick, Matoman and Rage, they've all lost out at the start. JNTX and Surge up a few. SPW, Pele and Noah was some of the only guys to stay static in their positions off the line. Nothing gained, nothing lost. So biggest losers from the lap seems to be Skarma, down 4. Has anybody picked up damage though? This is the question. Are we going to have any early pit stops?
Just gonna scroll through and see. I do not think
JN
anyone
takes
has
his
picked
touch
up.
with Sergeant and been turned round. He needs to be careful here. I think he's going to get the car round, no damage, and he's going to be able to continue because he's on the hard compound tyre. So he just needs to settle down. The hard goes very, very, very
And
long here tonight. And we've got a battle
Williams in the
between.
pits.
We've got Laser and Noah side by side now. Noah gets squeezed offline. But I think Laser's going to retain that spot, although Noop, I think, looking
Well, now
back
it's
in the
gonna come
inside
back
line,
up.
and he does. He takes a big lunge in the brakes. Laserlord's going to get the cutback and get the better drive, and he'll take the position back on the outside, which will give him the inside for the fast chicane, and he will continue on. It's lovely to see. The timing screen glitch is still exactly the same. He just does waits to lap 3 till he does it on lap 2. So I think Dixie was one of our men to pick up damage. I think he had to box early on. Yes, he did. So 0 leads from just under a second to Mike Laser.
Oh, look at Nailwolf and Jamie. They're going wheel to wheel up the hill here.
And look at Pelly right in behind them as well.
And I think that's just Adam crossing sector 1 there. But he had the early pit stop. He was the Williams that was in the pits. He's on new
Jamie Norton side by side again. Jensen are going to be going side by side into the last corner. Jamie leaves space. Good racing there. Neil gets the squeeze on. He tries to open the car back up to give Jamie space. I think that's fair racing. Though. But here comes Jamie back in Norton now, and Pelly.
Look at Pelly.
Does Pelly see a sniff?
Right there.
Although Jamie has some great straight line speed in that car. Neil's going to get the squeeze on, try and push him offline. Neil's had a big lock up. They touch a little bit. Pelly's going to look. And
he's going to switch back here. Here we go.
Side by side. Here we go. And look at Ranger with DRS open as well. He's maybe looking at the outside line on Noor. Noor gets touched again, and Ranger on the inside. Rangers came through.
He couldn't get past Pelly on the inside there, but he managed to absolutely take full advantage of that beautifully. And now he's coming back up the inside, make a little bit of contact with Ranger, but Ranger, he's going to carry on wheel to wheel with him. And now it's not having a great time this first lap. Ranger keeping his nose in the inside. He's been pushed off track a little bit. No, but he's going to retain the position. He didn't overtake off track.
Look at Nick. Nick's joined the party as well now. We've got Nick, Kristaps, Ranger and Noor, Matoman and Rage as well, all coming into this battle, Jensen. The midfield is hopping up while our front 3 all check out up front.
Yeah, watch the tyres. What everyone soft tyres. You got your 11 soft runners, your 2 medium runners, and your 4 hard runners at the moment. Running in tandem.
What an opening 3 laps of the race. That was whew.
And it's not going to stop, Chris. As
Pelly
is getting a run on Jamie Enright here.
On Pelly, I think maybe
lay on the brakes. Here we go.
Very deep.
And Jamie's going to come back on the exit. He's got the outside line. Jamie played that switchback beautifully, but Pelly's got the DRS again, and it's been an instant, and it's Mataman, I think, and Nick. They're both in a spin. They both must have made contact at turn 2. They have fallen down the order, and Nick spun again. The tyres are cooked. That is not what he wanted, and that's going to be a tricky one to nurse back into this race. And I don't know what actually happens between the drivers. Something might be sent after the race, but yeah, that's a very interesting way to end that battle.
So the Pelly and Jamie Enright battle continues. Pelly comes in the inside line on the back straight. Jamie leaves space fair and square, but looks at the cutback and he's good at the cutback, says Jamie. Finds some excellent drive in the inside of the corner, side by side. Oh, it's great tremendous racing between the two.
This is the standard that OTL is at the moment. Absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
This racing. And it's not going to be over yet. Jamie Enright, he's got a massive disadvantage on energy. I don't think he's going to hold Pelly back this time. Pelly, he's not even using anything here. He's on the inside, and now is right behind the 2. Is he going to try and poke through? He's not, but he's may have touched the back of Jamie Enright there, but Pelly is through, and it's been a spin. It's Mike! Mike is in a spin. He's falling down the order. He's just recovered the car, but what's happened to Mike? He is down in P9. And another driver is being claimed victim of the curves of Bahrain, I think. And Ranger, is that turn 7, Chris? There's been
He's out,
incident
we're
in
gonna get a
Skarmour as
safety
well.
car.
Turn 6 is a VSC,
VSC out.
but it can change to a full safety car. Just remember that. This game, VSCs can change to full.
Oh, I did not know that, so it could come.
I think it could.
A retired car, safety car out would probably be a great scenario for all the soft runners. I don't think so now because the car has been recovered.
Yep, so I think it will remain a VSC. We'll get under green flags again, but this could be a chance to pit for the front runners here, or the soft runners under this VSC if it does stay out. Let's see what Zero does. Is he going to make a early stop here? And there's a drive-through penalty for Mitch, and it might be a drive-through penalty for Skarmour as well. I think, no, he's only got 3 seconds. So Mitch fall a bit victim to that VSC.
And look at Jamie right on Pelly here, he's coming for a big one into turn 1, Jensen, he goes deep on the brakes, Pelly sees it coming, leaves the space and he gets it done. What a move!
But Pelly, he's not going to be able to come back. Jamie Enbright's got the DRS this time.
But look, here comes no up and Pelly though, he's looking on his inside line, Pelly again leaves the space, small bit of wheel bang, and Pelly concedes the position.
Yeah.
Smart driving there probably from Pelly.
Full advantage of that one. And he's also got a major ERS advantage over Jamie Enbright, so these two now at this point I think they're going to try and work together to get past Jamie in these next few laps. But Kristaps is tagged on right with these guys as well. It's a battle for the podium, remember that. And Kristaps is right in there.
Mr. Rage seems he wasn't. Oh, Mr. Rage have just went on board and he's had a moment. He is off
as soon as he said
the track.
That.
He's managed to recover the car. But he's had a big moment there and lost a lot of ground now to this fighting position for the podium. I think some guys in the softs are going to be looking to get off this tyre sooner rather than later. Jamie Enright goes to defend, he's going to come back to the racing line. Oh, and I think Noah was maybe just unsure of exactly where Jamie was going to place the car there in the braking zone.
Up into turn 4 though. Now it's got the better run than Jamie Enright. He may have got a bit of a warning from that one, but he's going to go through with ease on Jamie Enright.
The overspeed there in the car was insane.
Using the energy to full advantage there. Jamie Enright pulls to 4th again.
These guys are having an absolutely sublime bit of fighting.
Is all over the back of that gearbox at the Haas, but it's not going to be close enough for anything in the middle sector.
But remember, of course, Zero, Laser, no up, no points scored. So Jamie Enright's, although he's in P4, he's in net race winning points right now.
That is really true. Yeah, pretty much. But
so maybe Noah being there and pulling these guys along is maybe doing Jamie a favour, because they've managed to pull away from Pelly's coming in.
So it might be a 2-stop for Pelly.
Or a hards to the end. The hard will go to the end.
It's mediums, I think. No, it's hards. So
I think he will go to the end then.
Yep. I mean, he should be able to drag them out to the end.
Oh yeah, you can do a full race on the hard and only go to like 65%.
Fighting again. Now up Jamie Enright, and Jamie Enright once again losing out to the AlphaTauri. I think he got past and now repassed him. They're getting really close to each other, and Jamie Enright almost crashed there. You know, massive moment under traction, but he managed to keep under control.
We've got a yellow flag.
JNTX. He's got damage. that could be race changing for JNTX. He's got a bit of end plate damage, but there could have been more to that.
So Mike boxed onto the hards, and he's pushing on. He's catching up to the pack now, just as we get back with Mike. He's got a good bit of ERS on tap, pumping in the laps on the hard. He's done.
Scammer out, and that is in the S's at turn 6.
Safety car out, Jensen. Safety car is out.
And
so,
Zero's missed the pit lane, but he is out ahead of the safety car. Very lucky for Zero there that he did not get caught behind there, or otherwise that race would have gone absolutely done to nothing for him. But Laser Lord onto the hards. I'm not surprised.
do you
Same
think?
with Jamie M right now.
I wonder if Mike's going to box here. No, Mike's going to try and
Chris
juicy up
Slaps.
some positions here. So much as Mike going to gain, he's going to get 3, I think. He will get 3 positions back for free for the safety car. So Mike will
Chris
get
Slaps
himself
and
back to
SPW.
P7.
Chris Slaps and SPW both on the medium tyres from that pit stop. I think JNTX will go on the mediums as well, as he does. New front wing. So that safety car has saved him.
Yeah, actually, the
Well, only
Cubs are
race.
lethal, bro, man. They are deadly. So after Mike's moment, he's back in the fight. He can still salvage something from this. He's maybe not exactly where he wanted to be, but... And he's got a slightly warm tyre compared to the other guys, but he can still salvage something.
Do you think going around longer for Zero has cost him positions? Potentially. This could affect his lead of the race.
I think it might. Because as he
He needs to
crosses
get
that
in
line,
here.
everybody's going to be allowed to go at maximum speed to catch the safety car.
23 seconds, that's about pit stop gap, and this is under safety car conditions, so yeah, 23 seconds, it's going to be close.
I think
Here we
he should
go.
be okay.
Hard tyres. Yeah, I think, yeah, you should be alright, Zero.
And I think Laser Lord's still being dealt with anyway, so...
He's coming, but Zero's going to keep the position, I think. Just about. Another second, and Zero would have been in P2.
So a third of the way into the race, Zero leads, Laser P2, not 3, Jamie 4, Kristaps 5, Pelly 6, Mike 7, Surge 8, Rage 9, SPW 10, Matoman 11, Gentex 12, Mitch 13, Dixie 14 and Nick P15. Safety car out, the pack will reform, and hopefully that gives us some more wheel-to-wheel racing. And the red safety car as well, another new addition.
Yep, the Mercedes safety car, the Mercedes sponsor, CrowdStrike. We stop breaches.
Is the Aston Martin safety car in the game?
I don't think it is, no, unfortunately.
Surge just overtook Mike there, I don't understand.
Yeah, Mike's just lost position, but he's passing through again.
Don't understand
And
what's happened there.
I think it may have,
A bug in the game.
something may have just happened. Yeah, I don't know. But Mike's took back his position, so
Hopefully nobody gets a
I think
penalty.
we're sorted. Yeah, it didn't look like anyone's get a penalty here.
So next went on to new softs, he's looking to get aggressive from the restart here.
He's
Interesting to
going
see
for
how
the
he
2 stop
does.
then, or 1 stop from the safety car to the end.
Pardon me. Probably do one more lap under safety car conditions.
And as Mitch gets a 3-second penalty there. I think.
I wonder if that's track limits. It must be multiple warnings.
Yeah, he's trying to catch up there, and there was a little position swap there between Laser and Null, but it's just swapped back again. It might have just been the timing tower being funny.
More than likely.
No, yeah.
I wouldn't put it past it.
I wouldn't put nothing past that, to be honest.
So let's look at tyres. What we got? So Mike's been on his hard for 4.
Oh, Pelly! What's happened to Pelly? He looks like he's spun the car, and he rejoins just in front of JN Tex there. I think that may have scared JN Tex a bit there, surely. But Pelly's just spun under the safety car.
That's unfortunate. I have done that myself.
I've done that, and one person would never let it go for the rest of his life.
Yes. We're destined to be held to the slaughter. Does the podium get an interview? Yes, Jamie.
Oh, he's done it again! He's spun it again! No, Pelly! Oh, no. He's only lost one position, he's only lost 1 or 2 positions there from that one, but oh, that is not what Pelly wants to carry on doing. I mean, he'll have nice warm tyres, I guess.
I was just going to say that. So safety car in this lap, light goes out. Zero takes over the pace of the grid. He will let the safety car go away, and then he chooses when to go.
Yeah, but Laser Lord now, he was about a second away from him most of the first stint in the softs. Now he's directly behind him. Zero ain't. Oh, he's been tapped behind by Laser. I think. Oh, and it's a 5-second penalty for Laser. I think, to be honest, that penalty might be a deserved one.
And Laser now goes. So,
and
there goes Zero, and look at the jump between the other guys in P3 and P4. Look at Jamie, he's coming down the inside of the turn 1 now, up on the outside. They're going to be 3 abreast. Keep it clean, boys. Laser gets the squeeze on.
Oh, it's been now pushed off. Now he's rejoined the track.
Oh!
It's all over the place a little bit at the back. Still kept clean though. Mike up to P5. He's got a good restart from the safety car. And JNTX making moves on SPW. And is that... Oh, it's a massive multi-car pile-up into turn 4. Doesn't look like any of them got damage. I think... No, Penny got a bit of end plate damage from that. But... Oh, I don't know what just happened there at turn 4. But it was like 5 cars, Chris, off track on the inside of turn 4. Where it's just like... mental to see.
So Zero leads from Jamie in P2, Laser 3, Kristaps 4, Mike 5, No up 6, Surge 7, SPW 8, Mataman 9, and Nick rounding out the top 10 after our first few corners of racing on the restart. Zero's checked out half a second to Jamie. Jamie now will probably come under pressure from Zero, but Jamie maybe show now exactly what pace he had in the car if he's not caught in a fight, so bit interesting to see if he can keep the pace up.
So Zero, he's got on with it. There's been a crash. That's Nick. Oh, it's not a crash. He's managed to keep it out of the wall, but Nick had a spin out of the final corner, and that is Adam in the pits again after 1 lap of racing for the 2nd time in this race. And he'll be in the pits for probably the medium tyres. That would be another set of soft tyres, I think. For Adam, yep, it is. And for Pelly, it will be a new set of mediums. But anyways, Chris, Zero's got the gap over Jamie.
Yes, and I think Jamie's about to come under pressure from Laser any second now.
Laser needs to get a move on here if he wants to stay in this battle for the win. If he can get that penalty removed. I think Laser used to be on a controller, I know that. I think he's on a wheel now. But yeah. So, get on in there, good pace from Laser. The transition, and that is a crash for the Ferrari, and that is JNTX in the walls there, but he's kept it out of the wall.
Here comes Laser now on Jamie Wright. It's going to be an easy pass down the main straight.
Laser takes P2 and 2 seconds away, and Jamie Wright comes right back up the inside. A last gasp move of trying to keep the position, but it's not going to work for Jamie Wright. Laser takes P2 back in this race, and there's been, I think it was Mr. Rage in the spin, and he will lose ever more positions. Another spinner this race.
So Mike P5, he is absolutely there for a good nailing result now after the little mishap.
Look at them all in the background as well, just coming through turn 10. Zero's got the advantage, but from Jamie Enright all the way down to Metalman, it's all to play for the P2, or the P2 and the P3.
And of course Laser having that penalty, if he doesn't break away for that pack, it's going to be really hot.
And the two guys on mediums, can they make it to the end of the race on those mediums? I know the tyres are quite durable in this game actually. So, and Surge picks up a penalty. It's not what he would want in this battle for the P3 spots. But with the Laser 5-second penalty, it might soften it. But here comes SPW. He's changed the wheel, but he's not changed the style of driving as he moves up the field. But Surge is going to come back at him here. The two Alpines are going all at it into turn 4. They're keeping wheel to wheel here into turn 5 and 6. Surge keeps the position, and a little bit of driving in the back there. And Matman's in a spin as well, and SPW sends it again, and this time he is through.
Went full with Fernando Alonso there, did SPW. No up, starting to come back onto the back of this fight behind Mike, so No up and Mike have a nice ERS advantage to the few guys in front of them, and Laser nearly has a moment there out of turn 12, I think it is.
The top 4 are a very big ERS disadvantage to Mike and Now at the moment. And the SPW fight with Surge as well, that is cost them massive time. They've dropped 3 seconds from the back of that pack. They were right
Surge
with
is about to come in, SPW here I think into turn 1. Here comes a big move. SPW defends the inside line. Surge will hold the racing line, try and go round the outside.
Oh, that was just like last season as well. It's like a complete repeat of that, but there's no spin or heavy contact there. SPW keeping the position. This fight is going to carry on for a while, it looks like. And the fight's starting to get a bit spicy as well. Near the front, Chris with Nell
yes,
and Mike
just watching that. I think Mike's about to come under an ultimatum. He either needs to push through, or I think No Up's going to come and try and have an overtake.
Yeah, I think now it's going to be there for now. I think Chris Stapp's being the one, he's keeping these guys in DRS here. Chris Stapp's doing a splendid job on the medium tyre.
He is. Can he make it last? That's the thing.
If he does, that could be a podium for Chris Stapps. Or no, that would possibly be a P2 or a win for Chris Stapps if he could get past Jamie Enright. But
there you go, Brock. And there's No Up coming, and Mike now, he goes very deep in the brakes into turn 1. Now he's going to look at the cutback switch. He's going round the outside. No Up fair and square left space there, but both of them have DRS. Mike's going to defend it. Mike goes to the inside line, squeezes back over No Up, looking at the racing line round the outside. It's a hard line to get. Mike gets the drive, squeezes him out. Oh
and now
no,
there's another
picks a penalty for that. That
I
is
don't know
really
if that's
unfortunate.
Nah, that's a glitch penalty there, Chris. He picked up 3 warnings at that corner.
Oh.
Just like Mike, if you remember, Mikey had that in a Bahrain race on the previous
Look,
game.
Kristaps is now through and Jamie Wright. I didn't even know
Oh,
what's
and
happened there.
Sergeant
I don't know
SPW
if
as well.
anything's happened, but somehow Kristaps has got through now into P3, but Jamie Wright's looking to come back, thinks about it in the inside line in the DRS, so not quite there. He gets the apex of the combo.
Oh, it's going to carry on though, Chris. Here we go.
Some side-by-side action.
Jamie Wright. Oh, he's putting his car on the outside.
Sideline, that's crazy. Space left, all good racing between the boys there.
But Kristaps now, he's putting himself into the net. Race winning points.
Yes, that is a very good point.
But here comes Jamie though, he's going to come right back at Kristaps on this straight. Mike is right there. Mike has a massive energy advantage. It's going to be a double overtake for Mike. He goes on the outside of Kristaps, inside of Jamie Enright. It could be a double overtake for the runner-up last season. And he can't get past Jamie Enright.
Oh, it has a big oversteer moment on the exit at 2, but he does get through. Look at Kristaps as well, he thinks about it in the inside line, there's a bit of wheel bagging, sorry Jensen, I'm jumping on you there, but Kristaps looked like he was going to come up the inside of Mike, and then just thought better of it, and Mike gets through into P3, good recovery.
Mike did that brilliantly there, and I don't think Mike is an actual full-time driver this season, so I don't think he'll get the points. I don't think does he get the points as, either as well?
I am not sure.
I'm pretty sure this would be Mike's farewell race for OTL. You want to try and get a podium or a win.
Yes.
Just say that.
And look at who's this we've got side by side. Noah and Kristaps. Noah up the inside, and I don't even know what corner that is.
Kristaps on the back. Kristaps going for the switchback. He got a bit close there, but he's not going to be able to get him. He's going to put his car on the inside though, into turn 15. He's going for the move, and they're going to go wheel to wheel again. But Kristaps gets the overtake done, and the DRS.
Pits.
And this is 5 seconds, and he retires. Oh no. And that's Pelly out as well with damage as a VSC.
Why did Noah leave there? Oh, he's maybe had to go away and do something there. So if that's the case, Noah, appreciate you going into the pits to come out of the race. That's a good man. And Jamie Enright somehow is back ahead of Mike now. We've missed that and all that battling as well.
Mr. Rage into softs. JNTX for softs. They should just about make it. And yeah, Jamie Enright took back the position off Mike. That is a very interesting development there. But at the moment, if Mike isn't going to be eligible for points, then your top 3 point scorers will be Jamie Enright, Kristaps and SPW. And that's only if Kristaps and SPW can make those tyres last as well. That's going to be a tricky one.
So we go back to
Nick
green.
Will have to pit again.
And we are back racing Mike on the back of Jamie Enright. He's got about 10-12% advantage on the ERS, so enough to get a move done and maybe get in front and still control on an ERS kind of level playing field. But he's choosing not to use any overtake at the moment.
Oh, and that is Matterman. No, it's not Matterman, it's
Dixie's
Williams.
Dropped the car, and could we get a safety car right after the VSC? Could the soft running the guys that just pit?
I don't think you get a safety car straight. You have to wait a lap for an instant to bring out another safety car, I think. Well, that's what I'm sure of at least, but directly to the battle for the lead, Chris. Laser Lord is right on the back of Zero here, so expect a move to come soon.
On SPW boxed.
Yep, for the soft tyres. I think he didn't think those mediums were going to get to the end, so he's just going to go for a full push to the end of the race.
And a lull, our kind of quiet spot in the race. I think we've done pretty well. There just took 20 laps to get to there, but saying nothing much happening. Laser is within half a second of zero. Could we get a move? He's going to see that light flashing. Is he going to use any overtake?
Nothing. Zero's on nothing. There's nothing to defend from Laser, but he's going to have the inside line. He's going to force Laser the long way around. Zero gets the better traction, he keeps the position. I don't think Laser's going to get him on this straight. Zero, he's on absolutely nothing, but he's kept him in check. And remember that 5-second penalty. I mean, it depends how it's viewed if Laser tries to get that removed or not.
And Mike has now got back into the P3 slots.
Oh, Jamie got really close there. And Chris Laps is going pretty well at the moment, and that is SPW and JNTEX fighting here. SPW struggling on the new softs. He's been absolutely overwhelmed by everyone as he falls down the order from 7th down to 10th. In a matter of just 1.5 laps. He's not where he wanted to be in that one.
Definitely not.
Oh, he's gone really deep. He ain't gonna lose another position there, but can't be affording.
There's Laser coming this time around now, and he's going to be way ahead by the time he gets to the braking zone, which he is.
But there's a DRS zone. The Zero incredibly through this first part of the sector, but he ain't gonna get enough. Laser takes the full lead of the race with 8.5 or 7.5 laps to go, I think.
Yes.
Mataman pits as well, so Mataman is going to join this battle just behind the battle, but he is in it. And he'll be fighting with Mr. Rage here. Mataman using everything. Mr. Rage with DRS, Mataman without, but Mataman's going to go for it anyways. On the outside, he has so much grip,
and he gets a penalty for that.
And I'm going to check that again. He got the penalty plus 3 warnings.
Wow.
So that still hasn't been fixed. The penalty plus 3 warnings on the exit of turn 4.
Oh, and somebody's took out one of the blue barriers there. I don't know exactly who it was. The yellow barrier, sorry. Somebody's had a big moment off the track, and Laser and Zero now going at it again. Side by side for the lead. Yeah. And Zero goes back into P1. But Laser's
coming back and he's got DRS. And here we go. Zero is taking so much of an inside line here. He's got a late break. Laser's going to come for the switchback. And Zero is going to keep his position. And is the yellow flag, and that is the house of Jamie Enright. Jamie Enright had a spin, and he's going to lose a bit of time from that, and he's lost position to Kristaps as well. So Kristaps in the net P1 for points.
Yes. So 6 to go, the front two keep battling it out up ahead. Zero versus Laser, they're pretty much even Stevens on pace here. The two boys are just making the most of it.
So here we go again. Laser full send for another overtake on Zero. He takes the outside this time, and that one was pretty easy. But here comes Zero. Is he going to come back on this next straight? Not enough of a run this time for Zero. Unless he could get close enough here, but I don't think he's going to get enough for an overtake again. And meanwhile, as these guys battle as well, Mike could draw a bit nearer, and Mataman steals the fast slap off with the last held it. And Nick has got past Surge into turn 1, and the Ferrari of JNTech is also ready to try and line up a move as they go up into turn 4. He gets through on the insides, but they're going to go wheel to wheel once again, and JNTech just about holds on to that one. And so it's really close against the back of JNTech, but I don't think he's got any damage from that. Very close. And this is just bringing everyone closer. These guys battling at the front now. SPW, Mataman, Mr. Rage, they're all coming in for a bit of the action. Jamie Embright could try and get past Chris Laps this lap, as Chris Laps is trying to get a break in the toe, but he can't. But Jamie Embright hadn't got enough speed to close down the gap that was.
I'm back. JNTech's having I just needed the toilet very quickly.
Ah, fair enough.
Yes, I was busting.
JNTech's going for a move here, I think. He's getting a run on Nick. Nick has nothing to defend with. JNTech's, oh, he's getting really close. Didn't get a good enough run to place his car on the inside though. And yellow flag from, I think, Mitch. And this yellow flag, and that's the Aston Martin of Surge. I think he may have had a moment, but he's managed to keep it away from the barrier, I think. I don't have a camera to actually see any eye. He's got end plate damage. That might be it for that battle for Surge, unfortunately, for this race. But yeah, meanwhile, up in front again, they go wheel to wheel in turn 1. They really want it. This race win. Laser keeps that position. The no helmet guy keeping P1, but Zero gets back through into turn 4. They go wheel to wheel again through turn 6. This is the first time they go wheel to wheel through the S's. Zero, he keeps the position, and Laser, he tries going around the outside, but he couldn't that time. Zero keeps the lead, and with 3.5 laps to go, Zero could be on for his second win in Bahrain on this game for his leads, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I don't think Zero's got the pace to go away and break the gap, or it would be gone already. Mike has showed good pace. He's going at the same pace as the leader, and they're going around with DRS. He stayed about that 5 seconds mark, so strong recovery for Mike. And Kristaps still trying hard to get that position from Jamie Enright.
Kristaps on those 16 lap old mediums, he's really holding on. Hopefully he can hold on to the end here. But like we said, Chris, remember that penalty that Laserlaw picked up? That could be one that stays, that could be one that gets removed, we don't know. But here comes Laser, he's on the outside, and once again they go into turn 1. Zero this time the car in front, but Laser is the one with the DRS. He ain't going to use any energy. He's got a little advantage over Zero, And as they go through into turn 6 and 7 again, they ain't gonna go side by side. Zero holds on again.
Do you mean right looking at Kristaps? Not quite this time around, but
Oh, and
SPW,
SPW has been absolutely swarmed by his teammate and Mr. Rage on both sides, and Matoman and Mr. Rage, they're gonna go wheel to wheel up into turn 4. They're gonna go wheel to wheel through turn 4, and Matoman's gonna come out on top out of turn 4.
Good bit of racing there, SPW, maybe thinking about something on Mr. Rage, not quite that time around.
So Zero is holding on just about. With 2 laps to go, what can he do to keep this race win? Laser, once again, DRS, he ain't using anything, he's saving.
Nick, at the moment, or was he getting out of the way? Not sure.
Might be. I think he may have had a moment because he ain't getting lapped. They made contact, the 2 leaders make a little bit of contact going
There's
through
Jamie
turn
right
2.
through and Kristaps, so he goes back up to P4.
Oh, that was really close to the pit exit, but Lasers who got that through Zero here. This is not the last, you'll see of this. We're going to see this to the end. There's a bit of contact in the back of Laser. Did Zero pick up damage? Did Laser pick up any damage from that? That could be race defining as well. Meanwhile, Mataman and Mr. Rage, Chris, they're going right at it.
Mr. Rage with the DRS, yes. And this is for like top 5 points as well, so.
Yeah, they're not gonna go anything there, but.
Oh, and Mr. Rage just dropped a car! He's on the wall!
No. And yeah, that. I don't think he's picked up any damage though.
Yeah, he's missing a front left end plate.
That is not what he wanted to do.
Oh, Jamie Wright's just got a penalty. He's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Kristaps could be on course to winner's points here. He just has to keep within the gap of Jamie Enright. And here comes Zero. Is Zero going to have any chance to get past Laser here? Up into turn 4, DRS. ERS is using absolutely everything. He can't get close enough. Not this time around anyways. Kristaps must be absolutely on the edge with those tyres. Those tyres, 19 laps old, medium tyres. And this will be a big moment for Kristaps if he could keep this going.
Yes.
2.5 seconds.
Who has the fastest lap at the moment? Big moment for Zero as he tries to stamp on the pivot. It's getting so close, Jensen. His tyres look absolutely dead. But Jamie Wright needs to save some fuel. Yeah. He's struggling in fuel.
Oh yes, Jamie Enright, he is on the edge of fuel here. Will he run out? He might be just about on the hit, might just be about on the mark.
And he's broke the gap. He's up to 3.5, so he will keep the points.
He isn't gonna. He ain't slowing down. He ain't going for fuel saving. And Laser Lord wins on track. Zero takes the win off penalties. And Mike will take the P3 in that race. Jamie Enright though, I think he will take the maximum points, eligible points. So that is a great start for him. Kristaps 1.3 seconds off.
Oh, Mataman GNTEX are racing to the last corner. Mataman's trying to go on the inside line. GNTEX is going to get the switchback. Who gets the DRS? Who's going to get the run? I think Mataman's going to get it. GNTEX is coming, but Mataman gets it, but GNTEX gets it on penalties up to P6.
Yep.
And SPW goes to P7. So I think 0-1, Laser 2, Mike 3, but if three guys are not scoring points, their essential finishing order is P1 for Jamie. P2 for Chris Stapps, P3 for JNTEX, P4 for SPW, P5 for Mattleman, P6 for Rage, 7 for Surge, P8 for Mitch on points, a P8 for Mitch on his first race back. Yeah, I know, Laser man, it was rough, mate. JNTEX gets the game driver of the day. Who do we get in for interviews? We should probably get our actual OTL guys in, right?
Or we could get... it's an interesting one. What do you want? I've got an idea.
We get our OTL drivers in.
Yeah.
So, Jamie and Wright, Chris Stapps and JNTEX. Well, I need to find out from Adam what the plan is. I don't really know who to get in. Because if Mike is not staying, then there's no point. But we can get Jamie and Wright, Chris Stapps, and JNTEX.
I'm looking at the lineup, and Mike isn't part of the official lineup, I think.
So yes, Jamie, Chris Stapps, and JNTEX.
Yep, that is the free to invite, I think.
Right, I don't have any of these guys, so I'll have JNTEX. Need to get Chris, I think I'll get Chris Stapps. JNTEX, Chris Stapps, and who else?
Jamie and Wright.
I don't have him, I need to find him. Can you tell me it? Jamie. Is it 3 E's?
It's 2 E's. Or Jamie EN Wright _.
I got him. So welcome Jamie.
Well lads.
So we will just start with yourself, sir. You, don't know if you know, but you essentially take home the race win there, because the 3 guys up front were just reserving this evening and they will not score points, so you are essentially our race winner. How do you feel?
First race, first win. Good.
It's good. It was a good battle for you throughout the race. You were kind of up and down in positions and in good fights with Mike and some other guys behind. It seemed a good race to be a part of.
Yeah, a lot of battles, a lot of clean drivers as well. From like my first race, it was very good.
Yeah, it seemed that way from our side as well. There was a couple of incidents here and there, but on the whole, the racing was spectacular.
Yeah, it was crazy. Half of the things I think I tried to overtake 2 people up the hill, and I didn't even know I was doing it before I did. Like, it was madness. It worked off though.
So looking on to next week, Spain. I think that's right, isn't it? Spain. Spain race too.
Spain.
What do you hope for a good result next week?
Yeah, I have another league race at Spain tomorrow, so I've been doing a good bit of practice, so I should do well next week also.
Ah, so there we go. There, Jamie laying down the marker to everybody and saying next week I'll be one to watch. Well done tonight, mate. Very good done. Solid drive. You drove great.
Thanks.
Who joined? Was it JNTEX?
Yes, sir.
P2. Although you finished track P5, our front 3, as I was saying to Jamie there, our front 3 were reserves and will not score points, so you essentially bring home P2.
Ah. Okay, that's
So
why I'm here.
yes, that is why you're here. It's a
Technically.
P2 finish, first podium. Feel good?
I think I think it's P3, right? Because I finished it, and then Chris Stapps was ahead of me, and then
Yeah,
James.
Chris
Oh,
Stubbs
was it
finished
Chris Stapps
second
P2?
place.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's not here.
It's still podium. Happy days.
Yes, P3.
I don't really, I don't know. I made like 3 mistakes in the first like 10 laps. I think I spanned 3 times. So to come away with the podium was very, very good.
Yeah, again, another driver that was in a lot of battles throughout the race. I think that mid-pack pretty much stayed in a fight for the duration of the full 29 laps, and it was exciting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, seemingly, I mean, it was really good fighting with Mataman, SPW, even a bit with Rage as well. So yeah, for sure, the racing was really good. I think the virtual safety car that came out completely saved my race because it literally came out as I was turning the last corner, which meant I could put on softs and didn't have to push the mediums to the end.
Oh well, so you got a little freebie.
Yeah, a little one, yeah.
But sometimes we need them in racing, and you converted it, so that's what matters. Very well done.
Thank you, thank you.
And next week for yourself, do you think you can score another podium?
I'm never, historically, not that good at Spain, but who knows, anything can happen, you know.
That's it. New game, drivers still adjusting. Just keep your head down and try and churn the results out.
Yeah,
Well done
exactly.
again to our P1 and P3 men. Jensen, have you got anything for the guys?
Nah, just the usual. Congratulations. Yeah, you guys put on a good show today, and yeah, definitely both of you could be good prospects for the championship. Considering with Mike and all those reserves not going to be here for scoring points, so yeah, just congratulations, I guess, and yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, thank you.
So on that note, guys, OTL will be back on Wednesday with Elite, so watch out for that one. And Jamie, JNTEX, Chris Stapps and the others will be back next Monday. We will see you then.